Greetings, welcome. Thank you for coming and thank you for being here. I just wanted to do a round on prey versus predator and let's see if we can clear some energy around that. If you are not familiar with EFT, pop into the box below, links on the website, handouts, details on the points, etc., etc. You're also welcome to join me for a group session if you're wanting to do that. And of course, one-on-one sessions are available if there's something you just can't clear in these videos because you just can't get to the root of the issue. So reach out as you need. And prey versus predator. Sometimes we're prey, sometimes we're predator. Sometimes to prevent ourselves from being prey, we have to become the predator and turn the tables on somebody else. So let's address some of those issues. Side of the hand. Even though I'm struggling, I don't want to be someone else's prey. But I also don't want to be the predator either. And I deeply and completely, gently and compassionately love, honor, and accept myself. Even though I'm struggling, trying to find a balance between honoring myself, standing up for myself, without having to be someone's prey, and without having to be a predator to someone else either. And I deeply and completely, gently and compassionately love, honor, and accept myself. Even though I was taught not to be a predator, but they forgot me. They forgot to teach me not to be prey. And I deeply and completely, gently and compassionately love, honor, and accept myself. I'm struggling with my roles. Do I become a predator to protect myself from being someone's prey? How do I defend myself? How do I make sure that I'm not someone's prey? I don't want to be someone's prey. But I also don't want to be a predator. But sometimes I need to be the predator to protect myself from being someone else's prey. Sometimes it's good to be prey, to concede a point, to let a slight pass, and to just move on. Other times, we want to be the predator, to stand our ground, to speak our truth, to protect those we care for, to protect our young. And it's good to stand up. It's good to fight back. To be the protector of our own rights, protector of our dignity, protector of our boundaries, to protect those we care for, be they children, be they loved ones. And it could be protecting strangers, standing for a cause larger than ourselves. But to find that balance between prey and predator, to speak our truth, to be assertive. I don't have to be passive. I don't have to be a weakling. I don't have to be vulnerable. I can honor me and honor my needs. But I also don't need to be a bully. I don't need to be aggressive. I don't need to be hostile, but I can still stand my ground. I can match force with force. And sometimes matching force with force is what's required. Finding that balance between passivity and aggression. Finding that balance between passivity and aggression. And that balance will change based on the situation. Sometimes I'm going to be more aggressive. I may even be hostile, particularly when that protective mama bear comes out. But I can also be gentle. I can be firm. I can be clear-headed. And I can stand my ground without having to be hostile. But I can be firm and strong. How I show up in the world will vary depending on the situation. Balancing aggression with passivity for solid self-assertion. Refusing to be prey to someone else's hostility and someone else is the predator. Giving myself permission to be the predator, not to attack, but to defend, to stand my ground, to protect my rights, to protect those in my circle, to be the predator in someone else's story, to protect myself from being prey in my own story. I choose to honor me. I choose to find a balance between prey and predator, between passivity and aggression. Each role has a different set of characteristics, a different set of traits. I choose to expand my comfort zone, to broaden my comfort, to shift my skills so that I can be content with passivity, with a silent stand. Or I can also be content with a strong stance to physically push back. Not that I'm condoning fighting, but the ability to throw a punch when necessary. The ability to push, to physically speak your truth, to speak with words. But when words fail, sometimes action must step in. Action that's louder than the words, to honor our rights, to honor our needs, and to stand for ourselves, to stand for what we believe in, and to stand for what's important to us. To recognize the other person, to bring empathy to the situation, to respect their intentions, but to honor the boundaries, to not let them get away with domination or tyrannical behavior, to not let them create victims, to protect yourself from victimhood, to stand your ground as predator instead of prey. There's challenges when we are too docile. There's a spectrum between being agreeable and being disagreeable. There's a time and a place for both. There's a time to be agreeable, and there's a time to be disagreeable when we're defending our boundaries and standing up for ourselves and protecting ourselves. To take turns, to fluctuate. If we are always predator, that's probably not healthy. If we're always prey, that's also probably not healthy. There's a time to be aggressive when assertiveness fails, to honor oneself, to honor one's rights. If we weren't protected as children, we might not be comfortable advocating for ourselves, standing up for ourselves, honoring our own needs. So we must move forward with comfort and with truth as we respect ourselves and find a balance along that spectrum of assertiveness, aggression, and passivity. Every situation will call for different behavior and a different level of intensity. From passivity to aggression, from prey to predator, to honor. Ideally, we're in that middle zone. We're assertive. We're speaking our truth. Our truth is being honored. Our boundaries are respected. And people can hear our commitment to move the world forward, can hear what needs to be said. So finding that balance, but being comfortable in both roles, turning on the aggression by choice when it's called for, not excessively, not as a defense, not being hostile when we don't need to be hostile, merely to speak our truth. And when the situation can no longer be addressed through a strong, assertive stance, then giving ourselves permission to determine the long-term merit of the stand and to choose the appropriate action, balancing between being prey and being predator. trusting that we can move forward, asserting our needs, taking care of ourselves, respecting ourselves, trusting that everything is working out for us, knowing that all is well, everything is good, and life provides for us. Take a relaxing breath. Thank you for being here. I look forward to seeing you on another video or perhaps in a group call at some point in time. And bye for now.